This is Regina Y. Favors with Resting After Breakup. So the topic is don't make promises. I'm just going to read this and add insight. Do not be so quick to make promises. The soul needs rest. What promise have you made that you believe you will not be able to fulfill? Can you get out of it? Do you want to get out of it? So, one of the things that we often have problems with is volunteering our time. We make promises for which we have not really assessed our capacity. And so in relationships, especially romantic relationships, we make a lot of promises. Even with our assumptions, we are making promises. We promise to be there for the person. We promise to let the person live with us for an unlimited time, not understanding that the person might be using us as well. And we also might be using the other person if we are letting that person live there without actually being an adult. We also make a lot of promises when it comes to any sort of contribution that we're going to make to the relationship, any investment. If someone is relying on your promise, just because things are not going so well in the relationship does not necessarily mean you should stop the promise. And so that's why you have to look at your capacity, because your soul needs rest. Don't promise that you can work things out with the relationship if you don't have the soul for it. And the soul is essentially your passion, your heart, your mind, your emotions. If you are tired of being in a relationship with that person, don't run the risk of staying in that relationship, because you're going to eventually be provoked to anger, and then you are going to eventually blow up. So it is much better for you to take the time to let your soul rest, because your soul is your will, and your mind, your will, and your emotions. And so the more you give over those three areas of your life, your individual person, it's almost like you don't have anything else left for yourself. So if you've made a promise in a relationship, it would be better for you to get out of it and let it go. If you cannot successfully see that person all the way to the end of their journey, whatever that is for that person, do not let that person, do not keep that promise. Go ahead and get out of it. So for instance, if the person wanted to come live with you, but you realize that you just don't want that standard, you want to wait until you get married, take back the promise and tell that person that he needs to go on ahead and find his own place, because after all, he is an adult. So it is important that you let your soul rest after breakup. Don't get into more relationships. Don't promise to friendships. Don't even promise to family relationships. Take some time to let your soul rest. Visit ReginaYFavors.com for more tips. Thank you very much for listening.